Masego, when we were tracking the story, as we do every year, of Christmas babies, there were some births in their numbers around the country. I can't remember the exact number now. But how does it look on New Year's Day?
Good morning, Michelle. Well, at the moment, we actually don't know the number. Remember, they are still going to brief the MEC and the minister about the number of babies that were born in the Mamelodi hospital between 12 o'clock midnight and at this time. They'll also tell her how many babies were born across the province. So it's data that doesn't take a short time, it takes a while. And even after we tell you, Michelle, later on today how many babies were born until now, there's still the rest of the 1st of January 2019 to figure out exactly how many babies are born during the rest of the day. But last year, Michelle, if I could just give you the numbers, last year on New Year's, it was 284 babies in Gauteng alone. And of course, a lot of those mothers very happy. We wonder, of course, where they are now, a year after their children were born. But we, of course, say happy birthday to those kids. They're turning 1 today. So later on, we'll find out, Michelle, and let you know exactly how many of these children were born today.
Yeah, and as you say, it's still the whole of the 1st of January to go. I'm just Googling the numbers for Christmas babies 2018. That number in Gauteng, some 300 babies born on Christmas Day in the province, and around the country, more than 1,000 babies born on Christmas Day. Masego, usually what the MECs will do is that they will provide some sort of assistance, some sort of support just to mark the day for the parents. I suppose that's something that might also happen today.
Definitely something that might also happen today, Michelle. They'll also be looking for those teenage pregnancies. Of course, you know, Michelle, we do have that problem in South Africa of, teenagers at the age of sometimes even 13 and 14 giving birth and having children. So, of course, the MEC, we expect the MEC and the minister to address that, and we expect to find out whether there is a case like that here at the Mamelodi hospital. But we also expect to find out if there were any complications and if there were any unfortunate and fatal incidents during, the giving of birth, because it's a very complicated procedure, Michelle, and of course sometimes mothers even lose their lives. So we're expecting to find out that, and hopefully there is none of that. We're hoping that all the babies were born healthy and that they're all living and that their mothers are also doing well. But what we also will need to find out, Michelle, is from the Home Affairs Minister, about the support that they'll be giving these mothers in terms of documenting their children and possibly themselves if they don't have jobs. Maybe that SASSA documentation as well for those grants. As you know, Michelle, earlier this year we covered that story, that bizarre story about a mother who had 8 children who were all not registered, Michelle. They all didn't have birth certificates and therefore couldn't even go to school. One of the children actually already 21 but doesn't even have a grade 7. So you can imagine something like that. Of course, we expect that the Home Affairs Minister will make sure that none of the babies that leave this hospital today and any other hospital goes home unregistered.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll check in with you a little later on. Masego, tracking the story of New Year's babies born around the country.